My name's Anne Jones. I'm a group leader for an organisation called Conscious Cafe, and in that role I'm going to be talking today to a wonderful lady called Debs Atkinson. Now in Conscious Cafe we have conversations to raise our consciousness, to raise our vibrations. We talk about things that we can do and discuss ways that we can improve our own well-being and how we can evolve. But now Debbie, she takes this a huge step further. Not only does she talk about and act on her own involvement, but she is completely dedicated with her partner, Tom Wansell, to evolving the environment, evolving our perception of the environment and how we care for the environment. Now, I'm just going to have this most amazing lady on screen now, and we're going to have a conversation. I'm going to ask her about her latest project, which is the Earthkin project, which I'm going to find out more about and share with you. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Anne. Thank you for having me on here. Nice to speak to you.
Oh, bless your heart. This is very exciting because this is a project I want to find out more about. And I know you've always been an earth mother, caring for animals. You're the only person I know who would rescue a rat and take it and drop it off in the forest somewhere to save its life. And everything from an ant upwards is under your auspices. You're a really caring, lovely lady. So I'm very excited to find out more about it. So can you just give me and the viewers an overview of what the Earthkin project is all about?
Yes, of course. Well, what we'd like to do is to set up a nature reserve and a wildlife sanctuary, a place where any kind of species is encouraged to thrive and not be persecuted. There's been so much loss of habitat, particularly in the UK, which is where we want to do this, that many species are in decline, particularly hedgehogs, but also a lot of bird life as well. So what we want to do is to allow a piece of land to come back to what it should be before it was destroyed by humankind, and nurture that environment and allow it to become a habitat once more, and to encourage those species to come back and give them a place of safety.
That's amazing. It sounds like an extension on the whole idea of a wildflower meadow, only much more so. Is that
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Well, we'll certainly be encouraging many flowers and trees, hedging as well, because one of the big problems is in intensive farming methods, they take out hedgerows. And of course, hedgerows are a wonderful habitat for so many different creatures. And when they're gone, there's nowhere for them to go. They're a food source, a place to nest, a place to sleep, a place to hide. And that's been lost to a certain degree. So lots of hedging will be planted as well.
Wonderful. So are you going to have animals, like an animal sanctuary? Will you be doing animal rescue? I know you've been involved in rescuing all sorts of creatures, from ducks right through to dogs and what. And I can't even imagine what else you haven't rescued. Are you going to have this as a rescue centre as well?
Well, it's probably best if Tom doesn't listen to this, but I am planning, yes, that we will probably end up with all manner of creatures, all sizes, great and small. What I would really love to do is to look after hedgehogs, particularly because they are so in decline. But I can envisage that I might become known as the lady that will look after things. So whatever comes our way, we will look after. Yeah, so it will just evolve, I'm sure.
I know what you're going to be called, the hedgehog lady as well.
Mrs. Tiggy Winkle.
It sounds good. Whereabouts are you planning to do this, Debs?
Well, somewhere in the UK, we have looked only you know, via the internet. We have been looking at Wales. We're both quite drawn to the Pembrokeshire area. Not quite sure why, because we've never been there, but everybody that has been there tells us it's beautiful and an ideal place. So we are happy with whatever comes our way in the sense of where we end up, but that is definitely a focus to go to that area.
So you could be interested if somebody could donate land to you. How much land would you need for this project?
I think really we'd like a minimum, absolute minimum of 5 acres.
Okay, well that should be doable, shouldn't it? So I have to put out a request that if you know somebody who's got a farm that's they can't manage anymore, or got some land that they would like to donate to this fantastic cause, please get in touch with Deb. At the end, we'll give you the contact details. Now, we've talked about animals so far, but as we do in Conscious Cafe, we're always looking to help people evolve. So I believe there's a human aspect to this as well. Perhaps you could expand on that, Deb.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, the two go hand in hand, really. I mean, we are nature, we're all nature, and we all deserve to be thriving. And most species, beast and man, are not particularly thriving at the moment. So what we would like to do is we need to kind of try and keep it small to start off with, but we do have quite big plans. But initially what we'd like to do is to get the wildlife and nature reserve set up, and then to build some kind of community centre, like a woodland school, if you like, where people can come and be in a very peaceful and harmonious environment to connect with nature, because that in itself is very healing, but also to have an opportunity to learn basic skills that are very connected with the environment. So crafts using natural materials, also cooking, growing your own food. I mean, there's a lot of people that have never learned to cook a basic meal, and they don't know how to grow vegetables, they don't know how to look after themselves because they've never had the opportunity to learn that. So there's a big scope for helping people with those sorts of things. There's so many people that are without a home, and at some point in the future we would certainly be looking to do something along those lines, whether that would be just offering a space where somebody could come and sleep for a while and just have a roof over their head and a chance to get back on their feet again, to learn some basic skills, and to have a place that they can call home for a while, just while they re-establish themselves in the world. So that's the kind of grand scheme. I mean, obviously we need to start off somewhere. So initially the community centre, we'd like to work with local councils and local schools to provide a place where people can come and learn these basic skills, learn about nature, learn about wildlife, learn about looking after our environment and the importance of everything that's involved in that. So yes, that's what we want to do.
Brilliant. Well, I should say intend rather than would like and want, because it sounds to me a very positive project. I was thinking as you were speaking, it would be a great destination for children, because if you can catch them young, I think children are naturally inquisitive about nature, given they're put close to it. This is so much for them to learn. It would be a wonderful destination for children. Have you thought about setting up yurts and log cabins and such for people to come for a retreat, say? So
Yes.
that just because I'm thinking that these days mental health's a big issue, and homelessness and mental health obviously go together. But for people who are feeling depressed or going through some deep grieving, I would have thought coming to one of your listen to me, I'm saying one of your centres.
Oh, that's in my plan too, don't worry.
I always think big. To come to you for a retreat. Would that be something that you might intend one day?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's completely in my mind as well. A place where people can just come and reconnect with nature, just spend time being quiet, away from the internet, away from the news, away from all the la of daily life, and just reconnect with nature, because it's just so important for that to happen. So yes, a place where people can come and do that, whether that's yurts or whether we're able to put up some more substantial structures like log cabins. Yeah, absolutely.
That would suit me. A log cabin. I think I'm past the yurt stage, but
Yeah, I can't imagine you glamping, Anne.
Yeah, I was looking at it the other day for Glastonbury, and I thought, no, I don't think so.
Well, you should know, though, that it would be off-grid, so therefore it would be composting toilets. There wouldn't be any of your luxurious baths and things there.
No, it's fine. Yes, I can hold my nose with the best of them. I was brought up in the days of outside toilets, so we're not so far away. But, darling, how are people going to be able to get involved in this project? I know, obviously, any project of this nature needs funding, and I guess there's going to be an opportunity for people to get involved in the sharing of this funding, and presumably they will get some way, some sort of way of getting involved in this in a sense of being part of it. Can
Absolutely.
you explain how you're going to get the funds together?
Well, initially we need to raise the funds for the land. We're going to be selling our home to fund this project, which we're very, very close to being ready to do now. It's we've been renovating it for the last few years, so just a few more things to do, and then come early spring we can get it on the market, and some wonderful person will come along and buy it very quickly. And in the meantime, we are looking to raise the funds to either buy the land, or we're looking for somebody to watch what we're doing and decide they'd like to gift us the land. So once that happens, then people can become involved in all sorts of ways. I mean, we're going to be putting up eco structures to set up a community, a place, and there's obviously going to be outbuildings needed. There's going to be land management needed. There's going to be planting of trees and hedges and removing ditches, recreating boggy areas, and just giving, although nature is perfectly capable of reclaiming land, we want to do that we want to give it as much help as possible. So there will be lots of chances for people to become involved. If people donate through our crowdfunding campaign, when you set up a crowdfunding campaign, they do suggest you offer rewards. So if people donate a certain amount, then we will plant a piece of hedging in their name. And if they donate a certain amount, we'll plant a tree in their name. And they will then be able to suggest who they would like to have that tree dedicated to. So we'll make a little plaque. So perhaps in celebration of someone's wedding or a birthday or a christening, or in memoriam of a loved one. So once that tree is planted and the plaque is in place, then that person that has donated for that is then welcome to come and visit their tree or their piece of hedge whenever they like.
Or even plant it.
Absolutely, yes.
So, Debbie, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Now, you have got a website, and I presume at the end of this video, Tom will put up the contact details.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
He will.
Good. So people, we're looking for all sorts of help here. This is going to be amazing. I said earlier on, involving the environment. Sounds a bit strange to say that, because obviously the environment evolves itself, but we feel, Debbie most certainly does, that we need to repair what humans have done. And this is a great opportunity for you to help in that repair and restoration, and to go back in time when nature was allowed to be itself and allowed to do what it does naturally. So please, we look forward to your help, both physical, and we do need your money. Thank you very much. Bless you. Thank you so much, Debbie. Love to talk.
Thank you for taking the time to chat to me, Anne. And our website, I'm sure it will come up on the screen somewhere, but it's earthkin.org.
Wonderful.
And we're really happy to receive suggestions, or if people have got any other help that they can think of, then always happy to hear from people. That would be lovely. Thank you.
I guess anybody that's got a few spare hedgehogs lying around that need a bit of help, know where to go. Unfortunately, at the moment, she's in France, but
you can never have too many hedgehogs.
Never have too many hedgehogs. Bless you. Thanks, Debbie. And thank you, people, for all your generosity. Thank you.